Kenneth Chesbro, one of Donald Trump's 2020 election challenge lawyers, and of course one of the people responsible for the whole fake elector scheme, has had his law license revoked in the state of New York. And this came just months after he had his law license revoked in the state of Massachusetts. The judicial panel in New York on Thursday handed down their decision, talked about the criminal charges against him, talked about what he did to help, or at least attempt to overthrow democracy, the democratically elected president of the United States, President Biden. And they decided that because of this and because of the frivolity of the lawsuits that he filed, he should lose his law license. So he has. Now, ordinarily, a kind of small potato story like that, I wouldn't sit here and talk about this, because that's just like a ha-ha, this is what you get. All of Trump's lawyers suffer the same horrible fate. The only reason I'm talking about it, though, is because literally on the same day this happened, Donald Trump found a new gaggle of lawyers to file an election challenge lawsuit in the state of Pennsylvania, alleging that they were, quote, preventing Trump supporters from voting, which didn't happen. There is no shred of evidence in their lawsuit. Instead, what they cite in that lawsuit are people complaining on Twitter, Trump supporters complaining, that there were really long lines to go pick up their mail-in ballot. They still got them. They were not prevented from voting. It just took longer than I thought. So Trump's people said, well, let's sue. Trump's gone on Truth Social and said, this is criminal. And he somehow found lawyers who, unfortunately, I do not know who these lawyers are, but he found lawyers who looked at what happened to all of his 2020 lawyers, okay? Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, John Eastman, Kenneth Chesbro, Rudy Giuliani, all of those poor saps that have been going through hell for 4 years, losing law licenses, being hit with criminal charges, having to go through remedial law training, being sanctioned by judges for what they did in 2020. All of them have had a horrible time of it, okay? And this man, Donald Trump, still found lawyers willing to file this frivolous lawsuit for him against Pennsylvania, alleging that Trump supporters are being told you can't vote. What are you thinking? What in God's name are you thinking? The same day Chesbro loses his law license for doing that, and you're like, you know what, Donnie? Give me a pen. I'll sign my name on your lawsuit here. Oh boy, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to hopefully not lose my law license and my ability to do what I went to school for years. And of course, the only thing keeping my family afloat. But you will. You will. And honestly, you should. Not because of the frivolity of the lawsuit, though. You should because you were stupid enough to get in league with this man, knowing what's happened to all of his other lawyers. How can a lawyer in their right mind look at Sidney Powell, look at Jenna Ellis, look at John Eastman, look at Kenneth Chesbro, look at Michael Cohen, look at Rudy Giuliani? Cohen, of course, was not involved in the election challenge lawsuits. He has definitely amended his ways, but he went to jail for what he did with Donald Trump. And again, he has seen the error of his ways. He has cleaned up. He's a good guy. I do believe that. But name a Trump lawyer that's out there living their best life that's not named Alina Habba. Okay, she is a serial loser for Donald Trump in court, has cost him hundreds of millions of dollars, but he thinks she's pretty, so he keeps her around. I guarantee you the dudes who filed this lawsuit for Donald Trump are not pretty. Okay, no offense to y'all, but he's not just going to keep you around because he liked your face. You're going to go down, and he's not. See, Donald Trump has not gotten in trouble for the lawsuits that were filed. His lawyers did. So, you know what awaits you. You saw those moving trucks roll up to Rudy Giuliani's Manhattan penthouse this week and take all of his stuff and give it to other people. You have seen Sidney Powell have to go through that lawyer training from that judge in Michigan. You have seen all of these lawyers hit with criminal charges. You saw all of that and still decided, you know what? It's not going to happen to me. Sure, I'll file your stupid little lawsuit. It's going to end the same way. And at this point, you deserve whatever happens. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.